The Patrick Beverley and Trae Young beef is so stupid to me. Not because of Trae Young in any way, it's actually entirely because of Patrick Beverley himself. For anyone that may not know, Patrick Beverley and Trae Young have been going back and forth over the last couple of days because of some comments that Beverley originally made about All-Stars, to which Trae Young responded saying, hey, let us speak for ourselves because Patrick Beverley has never been an All-Star in his entire career. To which point Patrick Beverley responded to Trae by saying, you know what, you haven't won enough to talk to me. You haven't won enough to have the right to talk to me. I've been to the playoffs 9 times. I've been to the conference finals. You know, I've done all these things. Which already sounded like one of the most delusional and dumbest brain-dead takes that I think anyone has ever heard in recent memory. Because there is not one person alive that actually believes Patrick Beverley has had a better career than Trae Young. Trae Young's career dwarfs Beverley's. Now, believe it or not, this isn't the first time that Patrick Beverley has talked himself up to be something greater than what he actually was. I mean, don't get me wrong, like all of us, you know, have some confidence in ourselves, and we should have confidence in ourselves to feel as good as we can and all that kind of stuff, blah, 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 but facts are facts. This is Patrick Beverley's career right here. He made the all-defensive team 3 times. He was an all-defensive team first team once and then the second team twice, which is awesome. Like that is an awesome thing to earn, you know, being in that echelon of defenders. He was a great defender. Now, if we're taking a look at his career averages here, he averaged 8.3 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and shot 41% from the field. Averaging just 8 points and shooting 40%, that's not great. And let's get back to that point that he said about going to the playoffs and going to the conference finals. Do you guys remember the teammates that Patrick Beverley has had over his career? He has had James Harden, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Giannis Antetokounmpo, just to name a few. Like, he has played with so many Hall of Famers throughout his career, it's not even funny. Meanwhile, Trae Young's best teammate was probably DeJounte Murray. I mean, the teams that you have been on aren't even comparable. You are on way better teams throughout your career than Trae Young. But anyways, getting back to the actual careers, comparing side by side, now that we took a look at Beverley's, this is Trae Young's. As you can see, he was an All-Star 4 times. He made the All-NBA team once. He was also leading the league in assists. And oh, by the way, his career points per game is 25. And he averages 9.8 assists for his entire career. That's insane. When Patrick Beverley here has been on 7 teams. And oh, by the way, he also played for the Sixers with Embiid. I forgot about that. And now I guess Beverley responded to Trae after Trae posted his response video that was very calm. You know, nothing super crazy. He wasn't yelling or anything, but he was making some very valid points. Beverley responds by saying, you're the only person we see on the internet who's never at your practice facility. It's wild. I hope this is so effing motivating that it takes you to the Eastern Conference Finals. I like to see you at half court shivering them little shoulders, but don't get it twisted, Trae. You don't win, people get fired. He's referring to all the coaches that Trae Young has had, when an argument can be very easily made that Trae Young has not had very good head coaches at all. I mean, which is why none of them have jobs in the NBA. But my point in all of this is this. Patrick Beverley, you're not like that. You were never like that in the NBA. You were a nice, solid role player in the NBA that any team would want to have because you were a dog. You were a pest on defense that got under other players' skin. Trae Young has had countless career-defining moments of him putting daggers into other players' hearts, game winners, clutch shot making, all that kind of stuff. Your most memorable moment in the NBA was acting like you won the championship after you won a play-in game with the Timberwolves. That is what you'll be remembered for in your NBA career. All this big and tough talk that you're doing towards Trae, it's pointless. It means nothing. Trae Young's career laps yours multiple times, Usain Bolt style. You're getting absolutely destroyed online and getting clowned on by everybody because of how delusional you sound. Anyways, that's all I have to say about it, but please let me know in the comments what you think about this entire situation. And until next time, peace.